Trades. Okay, we're missed reps for a reason, right? When we started late after the of week one. Back then, when the Seahawks, faced the then Russell Wilson led Broncos. It was a great game. But now we're talking about trades for this season, right? And we were the first trade because we if you seen our game review for the Atlanta Falcons, we did talk about the 49ers game, and it was a hell of a game to watch as a fan. So one thing was we couldn't stop the run, and we couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. So what did the Seahawks do? Which, I mean, I'm actually happy that they did. We went out and made a trade for Roy Robertson Harris from the Jaguars, a late round pick or a 6th round pick. We'll say 2026 at that. So like we're not really losing anything in this deal. If anything, we're just getting another vet in the D-line room, as well as getting an extra body to rotate in, because he was even playing with Derek Hall at the Atlanta Falcons game recently too.
You want me to show the play?
Of course, show the play.
Oh, I love it.
The man's strong. He's number 98. Look at that. Yes, he got blocked, but it's the pressure and everything else, especially combining with the rest of the line. That's what we need.
And I mean, it's contained, right? Like Kirk wanted to go out, but he couldn't because there was a man that was pushed back into his way.
Yeah, and from his blind spot too. So I mean, I'll take that. We need more of that. Thank you, Roy. 31 years old though, so it's one of those things where it's like we're just trying to plug up a hole if we can, and if we get a lot of like production out of, great, because we didn't really send much besides a future 6th round pick. So if I remember correctly, Roy Robertson Harris, he's been healthy the past 2 seasons, but he's coming from Jaguars where, one, they're losing. That's one part. Two, they made a switch from 3-4 to 4-3, and he's a 3-4 defensive lineman. So I mean, hey, we're a team that converted into the 3-4. So hey, come on down. Love to have him, and he's, as you can see here in this clip here, he's doing a really good job, at least in a complimentary stance, if not from just being there on the field.
Yeah, and does he solve the problems that Seahawks have? No, we've had run issues, we've had tackling issues. Historically, he hasn't been that, but you gave up a 6th round pick, and he has the opportunity to be an immediate contributor. It's all about the rotation on that defensive line. If him being out there allows us to not skip a beat and then get like a Mafe, a snap or two, or a rest on the side, that is contributing to this team in my books.
Always rotating people out, because defense can get tired if you keep them out there for too long, right?
Which we have been.
Exactly. So I think the extra body is good. Welcome, Roy Robertson Harris. I know it's a week off, but welcome to the team. And let's talk about some of them other trades that's happened.
I'm just gonna pull up the meme, dude.
Of course. We love memes around here. Yeah, what we got today? When you had the Jets at 4-3 last year without Devontae.
Look at that.
Just suave. You know what I'm saying?
What an era. That was all a year ago. Like, if you're a Jets fan, then what in the shit are you like feeling right now?
Oh, you're in pain. No, you're in pain. That's what, as a Jets fan, you're always in pain.
Yeah.
Stop.
Like, is it he got red? Is that all that happened?
Oh, just nothing changed, man. Devontae Adams, obviously everyone knows. It was really one of those things where like he was playing the whole like my hamstring with the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm week to week right now until he got traded. Lost to the Steelers, traded to a new team, Jets, and lost to the Steelers again. That sums up the whole trade for Devontae Adams. I wouldn't say that defines Adams or anything like that. Again, he came in like early week this week. I will give him at least one extra week to get more of that playbook in. And then of course, him and his little boyfriend. Okay. Rogers. That's what it was a meme online. It's like when he's trying to protect his boyfriend Rogers' thing. I was like, bro, please stop. Dude, like stop.
Yeah, I don't have the clip of him. His highlight reel from that game was him defending the pick six.
Yeah, so I think if anything, the Las Vegas So basically the Jets sent a conditional third round to the Raiders for that pick. Essentially, it can turn into a second round if Adams is on first or second team All Pro, which like on paper that sounds like a good deal. That's if the Jets offense can get up off, can stop shooting themselves in the foot. Ooh, what you got here?
I found it.
Ooh, do it. This is the highlight. Hmm. It's a lot of those type of interceptions on the Jets teams too.
Yeah.
Like Rodgers,
And there
he
he
goes.
is.
No.
Right at the 6
He's not a
inch
DK
line.
Metcalf, but no, I'm kidding. All respect to Devontae Adams. I've had respect for that man on Green Bay and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a great
and when he
receiver.
had
I mean, this is such
especially
an
when he had a
anomaly.
quarterback. Oh yeah, for sure.
mean-
I say just let this be the game where it's like we sucked, what went wrong, and let's retool and you come out in the next game, which we hope they do good, I guess.
They set themselves up for this when he just rocked up the Aaron Rodgers segment on the Pat McAfee show. Like you knew that like some kind of nonsense was gonna happen when like he's gonna show up on the Pat McAfee show like the moment he
I
got
remember
traded,
that.
like he was already there and everything. Like
Yeah, I remember that was nice on the Pat McAfee. They were just like I still remember like Rogers like, hey, get over here. And he's like, oh hey, what's up, Adams?
yeah.
Yeah, right there. There it is.
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
He's like, yeah, get on over here. He's like, what's going on? Oh,
Yeah.
he was already there. He basically took a red eye to New York
Yeah.
from Las Vegas, which let me tell you something. That is brutal on the body when you're taking them red eye fights, man.
I'm too old. I can't do it. But yeah, like, we're just having fun with it. Obviously, he's a much better player than he performed this week. He's just been there for a few days.
I mean, Las Vegas would like for him to perform, right?
Yeah, and it's
Else-
yeah. Oh yeah. What was the terms of their trade?
the third round conditional pick, which can turn into a second if he goes first or second team All Pro.
How many wide receivers do they let in on the All Pro? It's 2 wide receivers, right? So
Yeah,
it's got to be
two
top four.
from each side, or one from each side, right? No, that's a set of them. I thought
I thought it was NFL, not just
NFL
the
in
conference.
total. I thought it was more than one. They have the best wide receiver.
Yeah, I thought it was 2, but maybe 3.
Could be. Yeah. Either way, like trying to get in the first or second, all team, all pro. So that's basically saying he's going to go to a Pro Bowl and stuff like that. So we got to see if he's going to have a Pro Bowl season, right?
uh,
Guys, Devontae Adams with the Jets. You would hope that the Jets can get it together on the offense. I think there's been rumors of Garrett Wilson being up for trade. Well, people have called in on Garrett Wilson. Not saying the Jets are like, "Hey, y'all want Garrett Wilson?" But
Yeah.
that's rumor mill right now. They probably are taking calls, but it's probably nothing serious as you can see. Otherwise, we'll see what happens with the Jets the rest of the season.
and you want to go on to the next big trade that happened?
Oh, next big trade. So it's another receiver. Amari Cooper has once again been traded, and he's going to Buffalo, which is like, this is like his third team now because he was on Dallas. He was on Dallas. He was on Browns, and now we have Buffalo. And it's a funny thing because within that game, there was a little scene, which I'm glad you brought it up, where he didn't know what the play was or the route to run.
Yeah, let's switch right to it.
Right there, Amari's 18.
He's
What am I
just
running? He's like, just go up the field. Just go straight. Yeet.
And I'm just gonna play it right away here. I just gotta do it for you.
Please.
I'm gonna play it with the music too.
Amari Cooper, he's like, I have a quarterback that'll throw it on time while I'm in stride.
Yeah.
It's a team. I can do this.
I can do it.
I am a good wide receiver. So, yeah, the deal real quick, the deals just from that trade alone, that was a little bit more compensation. So, the Bills shipped off a 2025, an upcoming 2025 third round pick and a future seventh round pick to Cleveland, and they got back like a sixth round pick from Cleveland that's originally the Detroit Lions. So, I mean, Cleveland, that's kind of Cleveland's. Well, this was before Deshaun Watson getting injured. Obviously, this is an old deal, but like you can kind of see Cleveland's is not, it's not basically scared to trade away some pieces if the season isn't going where they should be. So I think there's some more names on board for the Browns to trade as we get closer to the trade deadline, which I believe it's in next couple weeks, or less. So we'll see.
Yeah, and
But
I mean,
we do face the Bills, and I mean you add a receiver to Josh Allen, they actually got to win. So one of the receivers that got traded got to win. Um, I, they're pass heavy this season. They do have a good run game, so I don't know. Will Bills go all the way this year? Can y'all, hey Bills fans, can y'all beat KC without going in overtime?
yeah, I mean, that depend. That's not on the Bills. That's on if the script is right.
Basically, yeah. Gotta go ask the NFL script writer.
Yeah, and that's a tough. I think it sucks that we haven't played them yet, but also I've been kind of on the Keon Coleman hype train, and I think arguably he's probably one of the best rookie wide receivers out there right now, for sure. And so those two. Then you start thinking, like I said a few weeks ago, Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs out there at Houston starting fights and shit with people on the side. Like,
I mean, funny enough, he was facing that one week. Stephon Diggs was facing the Bills, and they lost. The Bills lost against Houston, and Stephon Diggs was the leading receiver in that game and stuff like that. So I mean, come on now. Anywho,
but the trade deadline is 20 days away, so plenty of time for
20.
more craziness to happen.
I want more craziness to happen. We got like younger GMs out here nowadays, finally, that's willing to trade. Because honestly, your first round pick it's sometimes I wouldn't even be mad if someone traded their high first round pick for more first round picks just off of like principle. So that's just me.
Yeah,
I would make that trade maybe, but
I mean, Max Crosby is a guy that I talked about. I wouldn't mind getting a little something for him too because I really like him and
he's not a first. I don't think he's a first round at this stage in his career. Definitely like at most a second, but we can probably do maybe a conditional third.
Yeah, if the Raiders are up for it, I'll take that. But that's
one of two teams to look.
Yep, of course. And that's all from us here at Miss Reps. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again next time.
Peace.